Shalom, call Halayim La Yahabashim Al Shabashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great Muslim who rule well for teaching me the truth. Peace, love, and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right, to you brothers and sisters out there laboring in His work, in His truth, okay, in all righteousness and sincerity. All right, and I'm dead ass gonna make this just real quick, or whatever the case. I was just watching this clip, of this guy responding. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched like the first part. Or whatever, and it's one of those things where just like a duh and shit like that, but the woman in the video, she's basically talking about how people at Amazon and really warehouses in general, which is what the man, that boy Will, made the commentary on, like these big warehouses in general, everybody's sleeping with everybody, man. All right, married, elemental P people, everybody's in these warehouses fucking. All right, everybody's having sex with everybody. All right, there's hardly any misses. All right, and she was just going into the intricacies about how people go about sleeping with each other on a job, and when you go to these, if you've ever worked in warehouses, you already know this. That's why I did the well, duh. Of course everybody's fucking everybody up there and shit like that. And as the spiritual, men and women in this truth, we have to do our best to abstain from indulging in those activities, because America, which is spiritually Babylon, Egypt, and Sodom and Gomorrah, what they promote and what they've been promoting is fornication and adultery. And the woman in the video that that boy Will was commenting on, she had made she mentioned something about a married woman, with a boyfriend on a job, but her husband doesn't work at the same job and shit like that. Which this is a common thing. And stuff like that. And, I just want to continue. And I mean this more so for myself, man. All right. Because I never took a vow of celibacy, and I'm never going to take a vow of celibacy and stuff like that. I know never is a strong word and things of that nature. We're not supposed to make vows or whatever the case, but it's one of those things where just like, I trust who I am more now than ever before that. I'm confident I'm not taking a vow of celibacy or whatever the case. And not just me, but brothers in general, they still desire a woman on their side, which is fine. That's perfectly fucking fine, man. All right, if you know how to play the game, and you got a shorty that approach you or whatever, she want to make something out of herself for you, then try her spirit, man. Vet her, try her spirit, examine her. Okay, but as I always mention, we are not in the time. And one of the main reasons I'm doing this is also because another coworker of mine, his shorty just stepped out on him too. He said one day he went home, and I went up to him asking him about something else. Something kind of related to the topic, but I wasn't asking about him. He just told me. So he told me one day, he was going home and he said his stomach was hurting like real bad, and that's one of those something is about to happen. I already knew what he was talking about. He had one of those feelings like, something was going on or whatever the case. And surely enough, when he got in the home, his shorty was in bed with another man. There was a whole grown ass man in his bed, in their bed, man. All right. So this is just to let you know how dire, all right, it is to be in this truth and abstain from all of this, hypersexual activity, man. All right. It's important to stay away from all this hypersexual activity, because in a generation, in a world, in a life that encourages, sex, pornographic material, adultery, fornication, and all of these other things, you want to be preserved, and you want to be preserved from those things. Well, you got to serve the Lord, man. Okay, brothers and sisters alike. All right. We have to continue to serve Yahweh Shem El Shah. So what? We can stay the hell away from, as much as we can, what these people in the world are doing. All right. For you brothers out there, of course, as much as we can help, but we're not supposed to be sleeping with married women. Okay. The reason why I say as much as we can help is because a lot of these women have been dealt with anyway, according to the law. All right. But a woman who says that she's married, or she got a, quote unquote boyfriend or whatever the case, you should fucking know better not to touch her, man. All right. It don't matter if you don't think, her husband or boyfriend going to find out about it or not. You ain't supposed to fucking touch her, man. The Lord will jack you up. All right. Same thing for you sisters. You're not supposed to be stepping out on your husbands. All right. Who's in the truth or even in the world, but mainly in the truth, because fuck the people in the world right now. Okay. But this is for the brothers. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. All right. I've been bringing this out a lot recently because Jake is careless, man. Jake is extremely fucking careless. All right. It says, and I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And you just had it recently. You got that guy, the Cash App guy. I forgot his name. The Cash App guy. You know, it came out that he was, you know, performing in sex clubs with somebody's wife, man. He was performing in like sex clubs or you know, something like sex parties with somebody's wife. Or whatever the case, man. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that's the reason he got murked. That's not the reason he got taken out. However, when you're performing in any sexual act or any type of, you know, attention given with another man's woman, then look, death can come your way. All right? But going back to the scripture, it says, and I found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets and her hands is bands. All right? All these damn loose gooses out here, they're ready to set you up, man. All right. They may not be, you know, perfectly strategizing and plotting on it. OK, but what? You should be expecting that. You should be expecting that as a man. You should be expecting a woman to, you know, be trying to set you up. It don't matter if you broke or you rich, because these women, they after everybody. I mean, these wicked women are after everybody. OK, it says, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. The sinner. All right, you willingly sinning and, you know, causing contention and strife in a brotherhood and still going out to the highways and the hedges, you know, putting on this good boy acting shit like that. All right, the Lord, I'm talking about the Lord could send you evil your way that you wouldn't even know how to deal with it, man, except you repent from your own wickedness, man. Okay, so the sin, and it could be by way of a woman. All right, the Lord could throw you in a whole trick bag. All right. And that was really the point on that. Let me also get this and then I'll close out. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha called Sirach. All right, chapter, well, I'll just go ahead and read both scriptures. This is Sirach chapter 25, verse 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All right, and what is the portion of a sinner? All right, torture, man. Death, destruction, woe, lamentation, calamity. That's the portion of a sinner, man. Okay? Blots, bruises. All right? The Lord can torture you before he finally take you out, man. All right? Once again, and I said in, you know, well, brothers say it all the time, bro, the Lord judges women. The Lord will kill, when Yahushua comes back, he will kill women. All right? That's why I'm stressing to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to what? Leave the you know, the whoredoms of this world alone, man. Okay? Flee fornication, flee idolatry, all right, flee adultery. All right? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Yeah, that's why, you know, when you know, Shorty in the clip made the statement, you know, that you know, this married woman whose husband wasn't even on the job was fucking with somebody on the job. Okay? That's not even close to the you know, wickedness that the rest of these females is out here doing, but it's still what? It's still transgressing the law. It's still wickedness, man, and it's still wrong. All right? All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. So there's no other wickedness that you could do that'll even come close to touching a woman's wickedness. All right? And it don't matter if they're younger or older too. All right? Because a lot of Jakes think that what? You know, older women is going to do that. Well, not even just Jake, but a lot of older men think that older women could, you know, do them better and so on and so forth. They're more modest and shit like that. No, the hell they're not. And I should know. All right. Sirach 26 and 23, it says a wicked woman is given his portion to a wicked man. All right. So if you a wicked individual in his truth, all right. And I'm going to call it like this, man. Like you see these females in the IUIC congregations and so on and so forth. All these women's, all these females, these out and these other Israelite groups and shit like that showing their faces, okay? And they so-called got husbands in the congregation, All right, best believe somebody's fucking somebody, even in the Hebrew congregations, man. All right, because a lot of these individuals are not sincere. It don't matter if she got her head wrapped. It don't matter if she's wrapped up in general. All right, she could still be just a fire breathing whore, man. Okay. So a wicked woman is giving his portion to a wicked man. All right, the Lord could put you in a state of mind to have you what? Fall in love with a woman, and she do you dirty, man, because you doing the truth dirty, because you doing the Lord dirty. All right. It says, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. All right, a godly woman. All right. A holy woman, which the scriptures talk about that, virtuous woman. You know. Now, this is not to say that just because we in the truth, and I say it all the time, just because you're in the truth don't mean you're going to find your Miss Shalom. It may not happen on this side. All right. But what? If the Lord want to throw you a bone your way, then, you know, you can deal with it by reason of discretion, man. If the Lord want to bless you with a little shorty in the truth, you know, deal with it accordingly, man. But don't fall into that trap, man. All right. Be careful out here, Akim. Wa Akwathium. Shalom.